Hi beautiful world, welcome to this video. This is Tina from TinaHills.com, and today I am speaking about something very close to my heart, and I say this with a lot of pride and a lot of certainty that astrology will announce itself as a key tool for not just divination but for self actualization on the world stage post 2020. Mark my words, astrology is gaining steam. Okay, it's probably popular like it's never been before. And you've read all the articles, seen all the memes that the millennials are really into astrology. And why? It's because I think the human, as long as we remember, the humans have craved to form some kind of association with the stars above. And it's sitting in intuitive awareness have we pieced together the story of as above so below. So what plays out above symbolically plays itself out below. Within the macrocosm reflects itself on the microcosm. So I personally feel that if meditation, tarot and astrology is taught to children, then we will lose violence, segregation, xenophobia and bigotry. We will lose all those things in 2 generations, 1 generation maybe. Okay, so I say this with a lot of hope and a lot of heart that astrology will truly see a kind of a renaissance, that it has never seen before, because there were never so many people on this planet. And I think most people will awaken to the great potential that astrology has. Why? It's because in 2020, on December 21st, there is the solstice that's taking place in 0 degrees of Aquarius. Now, this is so symbolic. When this solstice energy will seep in, it's going to also pave way for Pluto to enter into Aquarius in 2016. Of course, there's a long gap. There's a long period when the energy slowly starts to move and flux and ebb, so that solstice, when we have that 0 degrees lunation in Aquarius, I mean, that is when we will truly see how popular astrology is getting. People will be dressing like their ascendant, a moon or sun, Venus. They will be exploring astrology workshops. They're going to use astrology as a tool of self-actualization, divination. They will use it as as a tool for creative thinking. Because if you really think about what goes on with the process of creative thinking, it is what we do with astrology and tarot. We apply the processes of creative thinking. So I think as screenwriters, for you guys, this is immense. Learn astrology so it can really help you understand the archetypes. So when you place a character, place a sun, moon, ascendant, and the narrative will just flow effortlessly. You won't get stuck with how a character is going to behave in a particular. The character is bound to behave in a particular way if you try to see it through the lens of astrology. It's there, and it's getting popular by the day. it's gaining massive attention, and it's already in the very consciousness of the collective astrology. But mark my words, 2020, post 2020 will truly be the resurrection of the ancient art of astrology. Now astrology is such an interesting art form, and it's got a scientific um, edge to it. So it's not science, it's not arts, it's a combination of both. And the sign that rules astrology is Aquarius. And Aquarius in traditional astrology was ruled by Saturn. In modern later on, as Uranus was discovered, it is ruled by Uranus. So it's the time, learn astrology, know your sun, moon, ascendant to start off with, and then you can learn about your Mercury, Venus, Mars, moving on to your Saturn, your Jupiter, and truly use astrology as a daily tool. Use the tarot, learn the association of the major arcana to uh, astrology. Okay, learn how the tarot cards relate to astrology. Because especially if you have Mercury in the 12th and you learn through visual imagery, then the tarot is the perfect way to draw out the archetypes that reside within in your conscious mind, in your unconscious. So beautiful period for astrologers, and a beautiful period for everybody that truly wants to understand how the dance of the planets above affect the human being below. Not just human being, everyone. Okay, astrology affects everyone, everything, events, and a chart is never redundant, not even after death. A natal chart stays alive even after death. So that my friend is the power of astrology. So why ignore it? It's time to really immerse ourselves, learn about it, share about it, and try to understand this ancient wisdom. I hope you like that video as much as I like making it for you. Let me know in the comments below what you think. Please subscribe, like, and visit my website, and let's learn astrology together. What do you say? Bye.